We're keeping them honest tonight. 46 million Americans go without health insurance every day, and now consumer advocates charge some insurance companies are making it worse by unfairly canceling the policies of people filing large claims. At least 6 hospitals have sued Blue Cross of California. A class action suit has been filed, and a state agency has levied a $200,000 fine, which Blue Cross has contested. Separately, hundreds of families have filed complaints against Blue Shield of California, an unrelated company, for the same reason. 360 MD Sanjay Gupta has one family's story.
George and Noreen Nazaradian had been trying to have a baby for close to 5 years.
Hi.
Armenian Americans running their own furniture restoration business in California for 12 years, they had saved up to buy a house and start a family. When the twins were born nearly 3 months early, they seemed fine at first. But a few weeks later, devastating news.
They told us for one of my girls had a problem at PVL.
The way the doctors and everybody were around us, we thought that it's the end of the world.
PVL is periventricular leukomalacia, a circulatory condition primarily affecting premature babies that prevents the brain from fully developing. Natalie is legally blind and cannot move her hand to her mouth. Ariana has difficulties moving her legs. With the birth and therapy for the girls came medical bills amounting to almost $1 million. The Nazaradians thought their Blue Shield of California health insurance would cover most of the cost, until George got a call from a doctor's office seeking payment.
A week later, we received the paperwork from Blue Shield saying that we are investigating your application.
Blue Shield terminated their health insurance policy and demanded George and Noreen return $98,000, money it had already paid to healthcare providers within 30 days.
I thought it's over for us. We lose our home, we lose our credit, we have 2 sick babies without insurance.
What happened? Blue Shield says that when the Nazaradians applied for the coverage, they did not disclose that Noreen had a miscarriage in 2001, and that the couple did not reveal they were planning to seek fertility treatments. The Nazaradians say their licensed insurance broker was aware of the miscarriage and did not include it on the application. They say he completed the paperwork, assuring the couple all they needed to do was sign it.
We're not that educated. We thought that he was the professional. He was the one running the show, asking us what was important for the application.
Separately, CNN and the Nazaradians' lawyer tried to contact the insurance broker, but his listed telephone numbers and addresses are no longer valid. George says they did not seek fertility treatments until after the insurance policy application was submitted, and they paid for those treatments out of pocket. Blue Shield says it can cancel the policy if it finds any omission in the application, regardless of circumstances.
We believe that it does not have to be an intentional omission from the application, but if it is material and should have been disclosed, then the person who signed that application is responsible for what's in it.
But Brian Liang, who heads an independent research institute, says such policy cancellations, called rescissions, are not legal.
The insurer is basically saying, we'll take your money, and only if, in fact, you claim for something that's either high cost or might relate to a high cost disease, we're going to find any excuse we can to, in fact, say you misrepresented your past history or you didn't disclose something, and subsequently they pull their coverage. And this is illegal in California and most other states.
But experts say insurance companies are increasingly and improperly canceling insurance policies after expensive claims have been filed. In California, for example, more than 300 families have filed complaints against Blue Shield since 2004. The Nazaradians have sued Blue Shield, seeking payment for medical expenses and damages. Blue Shield has asked for more information in response. The company stopped pursuing its $98,000 claim against the Nazaradians ahead of an LA Times report. Still, Ariana and Natalie have no health insurance, and their conditions make it difficult or impossible to get any that's affordable. Their parents have paid about $20,000 towards their outstanding medical bills using credit cards and a home equity loan. Now they are running out of time, money, and hope.
I am begging God for this to be a nightmare. This to be a day that we one day can wake up and forget.
For the Nazaradians and the growing number of other Americans losing their health insurance, it may never be as simple as that. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN, reporting.
And a final note, Blue Shield tells us that in a different lawsuit brought by another family, a court found that the company was allowed to cancel the family's policy. The Nazaradians case, however, has not yet gone to trial. And separately, California's Department of Managed Care says it will propose new regulations to make it more difficult for insurance companies to cancel policies, requiring that they first prove, quote, willful misrepresentation by policyholders.